So we've got an issue. Oh, it was just wonderful. Just like a porta potty.
Do they smell good?
All right, don't wreck it. I had to jump it to make it work. So like in a week from now, they will come back.
Like I can see why this place stays so booked up.
How do you put it in park?
What?
There's a parking brake on.
Parking brake is on by default.
Can I rev a little bit?
Rev it up?
Yeah, can I?
Why do you teenage boys always want to rev it up?
Can I?
A little bit. It's cold right now, so you don't want to rev it too much. So I'm gonna need your help driving the car. You wanna drive a car?
Huh?
You wanna drive one of the cars?
Sure.
So when I pull out, I need you to
follow you to the end of the street.
No, pull that SUV back over here.
Make it so, number one.
Honey.
What?
Honey. Honey? Oh, honey. Honey.
All right, don't wreck it. Oh boy. I don't know why I'm so nervous. So brake and then reverse and then brake and then drive. So,
I know.
all right.
I know how this works. So which way do I want to have the wheels?
Yep, there you go, just like that. Yep.
Like this?
Yeah, no, too much. Yep, here you go. There you go. Good. Keep backing up. Good, now spin the wheels the other way. Yep. Easy. Take it easy there. Yep, there you go. Now turn the other way. Keep going. Right, keep going. Stop. Back up a little bit, because I have these as markers of where to back up to when we come back. Stop right there. Put this back, because this is where I'm gonna back the RV up to. As an indicator, this is exactly where I need to be.
Do you want to go back? We missed the neighbor's cat.
Man, you did good.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait till I
I'm
get my
impressed.
permit. I can't wait till I get my permit. It'll
Yeah,
be so
now
fun.
roll all the windows up, lock it. So we've got an issue. The freshwater tank's leaking. And that's what it smells like, chlorine, and that's what is in it. So I'm gonna have to figure that out when we get home. It's doing it whenever I move the RV, so when it's not level. And the weird thing is when I fill through the fill tank on the side, it doesn't leak. But when I fill through the side where the sewer is, or the city intake, it starts leaking. There's probably a hose disconnected or something. Another thing to check into and repair on this RV. Always something. As they say, if you're not polishing it, you're fixing it. Hey Alaska, it's on. The fridge is on. I just had to...
Turn off the lights?
Yeah. Turn it off. Long story, but basically having an issue. I had to jump it to make it work for now. But yeah, put some jumper cables in there. Anyways, Alaska, you ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes.
Are you gonna put in
Where are we going, Dakota? Should we tell them? We are going to one of our favorite springs in the area.
My top two. My favorite is Wakaiva Springs.
Yeah.
And then to the springs we're going, and then Blue Water Springs up in wherever we went last.
Oh yeah,
time.
Gilcrest Blue Springs.
Gilcrest Blue Springs.
Anyways. It's not very far, but Charity was able to actually book a spot using RV. So
big shout out to RV, yo.
Yeah.
Saved our lives so many times.
All right, Dakota's ready to go. Alaska's ready to go. Where's Mom and Trin?
They went to a friend's birthday party that I'm pretty sure they got a softball thing today, and then they'll meet us up there.
All right, sounds good.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Don't film while driving. You got gummy worms?
Yes, I do.
Ooh, give me some. And you're scraping on it.
Look at this. We made it into the campground, Alaska. What do you think?
I love camping.
Like it?
There are so many smells to smell, but my favorite smell is bacon.
We made it to Blue Springs State Park Campground. And this is actually such a beautiful campsite. And Dakota's feeding the doggy. So I did a little test coming down here, I completely disconnect from the grid and I completely use solar and the inverters and battery, and I ran both ACs, and by the time I got here we were at 50%. So let's double check and see where we're at right now with the battery. So right now you can hear the charger's really cranking along. So it's at 54%. And so I was able to run both ACs for a good portion of the afternoon and get down to 54%. And now that I'm plugged in, I'm running an AC. You can see, look at the 4,900 watts going between the AC and the charging the batteries. So that's a lot of watts going in. So pretty impressed with the campground. Pretty impressed with how well the system is holding up. So tomorrow we're gonna cook bacon and eggs.
Nom 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 nom. Did you say bacon?
It's a hungry dog. This is our campsite right here, tucked back in here. Bacon?
Did you say bacon?
You want bacon? Alaska, come. Come. Enjoying yourself? What do you think?
This is like,
Nice campsite, huh?
this is an epic campground. Like, I can see why this place stays so booked up. And we're like, this is just amazing that we are here and that we got the reservations. Man, this is just awesome.
Alright, Alaska one says rations of bacon, huh? Here, you want some egg?
Oh yes, I love all the things.
Clean off the plate. Do you like cherries? Good dog. You want some bacon?
Oh, that's a big piece.
Well, he's a big dog. Sit.
Bacon!
Nice. Whoa. Right there. Hey, right here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
He's just a baby. He's just a baby.
So we're here at Blue Springs State Park in Florida. Now, this is one of the most popular state parks, especially this time of year in the winter, because this is like chock full of manatees when it's cold. So it's actually been a little unseasonably warm this month for February in Florida. So we're gonna see if they do or don't have very many manatees when we get down to the spring. But here is the deal. This is like one of these near impossible campgrounds to get into because it stays booked up, and it's just super, super popular. So how we got in was using RV, that's spelled ARVIE, and I actually set up what is called a sold out search in November. It's now February. So I had this search running, ready to pick up a cancellation if there was one. Lo and behold, there was a cancellation and we got in. Super excited to be able to spend the rest of the weekend here and enjoy all of the beautiful things. We're gonna take you down to the spring next and we'll see how many manatees are down there.
So they do have paved ones as well, which is cool. We weren't able to get one of those, but
No.
we got a little bit more of a solitude one.
Here's the deal, paved campsites at a state park, like that's almost unheard of.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing is like state parks are amazing because one, it's like one of the most economical things for camping as far as like costs are concerned, right? They're super, super inexpensive. And then the other thing is you don't have to worry about the whole RV age restriction thing, right? Like,
right.
Especially in Florida in the winter, you run into a lot of these like age restricted, meaning the age of the RV. You have age restricted parks too, right? Where it's like 55 plus, but like I can tell this RV over here, this is definitely more than 15 years old, but it's in great shape and very welcome at a state park. All right, so the weather today was warm, but we did see a mama manatee and a couple of calves, and then there was one more manatee that was down there. So we'll check in the morning tomorrow. Tomorrow, actually, the weather's supposed to be cooler. So we'll see if maybe the ambient temperature makes a difference in the number of manatees. But normally this time of year, so manatee season is usually November through March. So they have like that spring run completely closed to paddleboarding, kayaking, swimming this time of year because of the manatees. But if you come back during the summer, you can swim and paddleboard on that spring run. So that's on our list of something that we want to come back and do when it's open to swimmers. But with the manatees right now, they keep it shut down so that you don't disturb them. Super nice walk, like really fast to get down to where the whole boardwalk is at the spring from this campground. I can see why this is such a popular place.
Got coin-op laundry here at the bathhouse.
So what's cooking for dinner tonight is herby pork chops in a tomato cream sauce with zucchini rounds and lemon couscous. So not a sponsor, but Every Plate, I seriously have been loving getting some meals from Every Plate. So I've been doing about 4 meals a week that they send in. Cost per serving is super, super low, and it just helps us to keep eating healthy. And the easiest thing is when they come in, I just put everything in a Ziploc bag with the recipe cards. So super easy to throw into the RV fridge and bring with us and then continue to just cook on the road. So I will probably be doing this for the foreseeable future. I'm not every month, but I do it, you know, like at least a couple of times a month, and it really helps. And again, very easy to cook in an RV this way too. So.
But there's no bacon? I'm sad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this place smells amazing. First stop, the big tree. Yep, at least there are other good boys that have been here before me. I must leave my mark. Now, to the trail. The wind is carrying all the best scents. Squirrel, deer, and what's that? A half-eaten dog? I must investigate immediately. Oh, a butterfly. Must chase. Wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah, the trail. Mud puddle. Oh, this is the best day ever. I am now one with nature. The humans may not appreciate my masterpiece, but that's okay. Wait, what's that sound? A creek? I must splash. I must zoom. Full speed zoomies engaged. Ah, the sun is warm, the grass is soft, and my paws are tired. Time to lie down and roll in something mysterious. This is living, my friend. This is the dream. I love RV life. Now, who's got treats?
How was the bathroom?
Oh, it was just wonderful. Just like a porta potty.
Did they smell good?
Not so much. Okay, so there was only like about 8 manatees out there.
Yeah, the manatee count in the gift shop said 8.
Yep, it's because it was a little bit warmer out, so the river was warmer. But they were saying that once it gets hotter outside, like in a week from now, they will come back. So
No, opposite. They will leave because like it'll be warm where they can get their food. They just want to be warm.
Yeah, they just like to be warm. So right now they're out getting some food because there's actually, I learned something new today. There's no food in the spring area because
they go out to the river to feed, and then they come back when because the river is colder than the spring right now, but eventually the river will become warmer than the spring, so they'll just stay in the river.
Yep. So learned a lot today.
Here's the thing I wanted to make sure that I just share with you guys, because again, we've talked about how like scoring this campsite, especially this time of year, this is like a near impossible situation. And I told you a little bit about using a service called RV, but what I wanted to tell you guys is that because RV is a sponsor, but also a great friend and partner, we've partnered with them where you guys can save 10% off of using any of the paid features. So you can use RV for free to just search campgrounds, but if you want to use that sold out search feature, that is a paid feature, and I can't tell you how much I still highly recommend that. It has still saved us a ton of money by being able to score state park reservations versus private campground reservations. So you can go to gratefulglamper.com/RV. There'll be a link in the description below, or you can just check out that QR code on the screen as well. So time to go back to our campsite and get some things buttoned up. So this campground has partial hookups. So we have water and electric. We don't have sewer. There is a dump station. So we're gonna slide by the dump station on our way out. But there was something that Ben and I were talking about earlier today, like that we totally did not know when we first started RVing about dump stations, dumping your tanks, all of that. And I wanted to make sure that we share that with you guys because we want to be able to just share with you guys some of the mistakes that we made early on and things that we've learned since. So when we go to dump, we're gonna give you a little tip.
Yeah, that is cute. Wow. Easy.
Where's
there.
the gloves?
We are at the end of our stay. We are going to dump. One thing about this Wastemaster hose is it's a good hose. It's a good heavy duty hose, but the problem is when you're trying to be quick and nimble, you want a hose that's going to be quick and easy to use. And so we're going to be switching our hoses again back from this Wastemaster.
Video coming soon.
To the new different hose that we're going to use. But this is really good for if you're stationary or you're going to be at a long-term site. This hose is really probably the heaviest duty hose I've ever used. But with this whole kind of system where you have to tie these together and clamp these together, it's really huge and cumbersome. So all right, and then you have to be at the other end to open it up. I thought this little thing kind of secured it tight into the hole.
But what does it do?
But that's not the way it works. The way it works is you close it, you empty the tank, and then you open it from here. So when you can just sit here and hold it and open it. So basically, like, let's go ahead and open up the tank. Whoa! And it's not going to actually go unless you open up the hose. That's nice how that works. So I'm going to open it up. There we go. Oh, we don't have any in the gray, do we? So we're gonna have to flush. But in theory, you could close it up here and it'll stop the flow. Okay, so here in this little caddy, this is where I put my sewer flush hose. It's got its own separate spot. So this is a gray hose that's different color from all the other hoses. And the most important thing that you can do after dumping your tank is to flush really well. So we are going to hook up this hose, and then we are going to close the black tank, let it fill up a bit, open it up, let it drain until the little viewport at the end of the sewer hose, or in your little elbow, you see just clear water coming out. So that's how you know it's completely cleaned out. And the trick is to let it fill up almost all the way to the top and then drain it down, and that way it cleans out everything from the walls of the black tank.
And this was something that we didn't know when we first started, that this is something you really need to do to help keep your tank clean.
Exactly. It's all about the flushing.
Flush it real good.
Flush it good. Just make sure you have a separate hose for your flush. So that way, and usually a different color if you can. I like gray, and this is a 0G hose, so I absolutely love these hoses. Then we've got a separate hose for the fresh water, and we actually put our gray hose in here. Then we actually put our fresh water hose in a completely different compartment. That way you don't worry about, contaminating anything. So that's really,
you got to keep them separated.
Yep.
You got to keep them separated.
So right now I'm flushing it, just kind of a preliminary flush with this open, and I got a lot of the stuff out. Now I'm going to go ahead and close it up, let it fill up for a little while. And really the best way to do this is to use this little guy here that we showed you, which is a save-a-drop. I'm not going to do that here because I've done this plenty of time to where I kind of know when it's full. But if you use the save-a-drop, this will gauge exactly when your black tank is full. So what you do is just do a preliminary test to find out how much your black tank will take in, and then once you have that documented, you can use this every time to know, okay, it's actually full, so I need to shut off the water to the black tank. So that way you don't overflow your black tank, and it ends up coming up in through your toilet. Not a good thing.
Well guys, it's time to move on to the next place. And in the meantime, I know you want to see more of me, your best friend, Alaska. And you can do that right up here.